We have made clear that we will not provide audio recordings from which the transcripts that you already have were created. Releasing the audio would chill cooperation with the department in future investigations, and it could influence witnesses' answers. Members of this committee and the Oversight Committee are seeking contempt as a means of obtaining, for no legitimate purpose, sensitive law enforcement information that could harm the integrity of future investigations.
Republican lawmakers went after Attorney General Merrick Garland over his ongoing refusal to release audio from President Biden's interview with Special Counsel Robert Hur. Well, the House Judiciary Committee was also looking for answers from Garland on the former President Trump's felony conviction last week. Joining me now is Texas Congressman Chip Roy, member of the House Judiciary Committee. Congressman Roy, they've given us the transcript of the Biden interview. So why do you all need the tape?
Well, first of all, we want to be able to see the demeanor of the president when that was, in fact, the primary rationale for Special Counsel Hur in saying that he wasn't going to pursue charges against the president. When I was engaging with the Attorney General, I asked him point blank. I said, look, did you all claim privilege when it came to the actual transcript? He, of course, said no, they didn't. But he had already just testified, literally moments before, that the transcript is the same as the audio, that the only distinction really goes to the heart of the demeanor of the president. But when the demeanor of the president is at the core of why the special counsel said, hey, I'm not going to pursue the charges, then it leaves you with only one ability to, take something away from it, was that they're going after President Trump because they're saying he is mentally fit to be able to stand trial, but that President Biden is not mentally fit to stand trial. We think we ought to be able to see the audio, and if, look, we think the demeanor is what he said it is, fine. If there's no issue, fine. But we ought to be able to see it. It's an impeachment inquiry. We have the right to see it as members of Congress.
Well, Garland was asked about potential coordination between the DOJ and the DA's offices. Watch this.
Will the Department of Justice provide to the committee all documents, all correspondence between the department and Alvin Bragg's office and Fani Willis's office and Letitia James's office?
The offices you're referring to are independent offices of state.
I get that. Can we provide those communications?
If you make a request, we'll refer it to our Office of Legislative Affairs.
But see, here's the thing. You come in here and you lodge this attack that it's a conspiracy theory that there is coordinated lawfare against Trump.
Congressman, your reaction.
Yeah, Matt did a great job there in engaging with the Attorney General because it's very clear what's going on here, right? I mean, you had the deputy to the third-ranking member of the Attorney General in the DOJ's office goes and works with the district attorney in New York to then target former President Trump. And then you see now this kind of level of coordination, but the Attorney General doesn't want to respond to that. He just simply wants to say, oh, no, those are state offices. I can't comment on that. Yes, you can. Matt was exactly right. If you're in communication with those offices, you can answer those. If you're going to claim that it's conspiracy theory, then just dismiss all of that by saying, look, here are all our communications. We weren't actually coordinating with those offices. Bull. Everybody who can watch this sees that it's a politicized attack on the former president. And look, I haven't always agreed with the former president. You haven't always agreed with the former president. The former president is being targeted and attacked by this Department of Justice, but also leftists throughout the country, and especially in Bragg's office, and they're doing it for political reasons. It's undermining the rule of law. I just gave a speech on the floor of the House on this very topic. The rule of law is what sets our country apart.
Yeah, they don't care about that. They don't care about the rule of law. They don't care about norms, the Constitution, the Declaration. They think it's all racist and it all has to be replaced. And the indignant responses today were not at all surprising. Congressman, great to have you on. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.